Roof damage, trees down, wires down. Newcastle, Delaware, a couple of buildings partially collapsed. And in Tilden Township, as we reported earlier, roof was blown off of a school. So they are out, the Weather Service folks, doing some surveying just to see what the damage looks like so they can make a final judgment as to what actually happened here. So that's how the process works. In the meantime, Storm Scan 3, for now, we've got high pressure on our side. It's an absolutely phenomenal day outside. Again, if you haven't stepped out yet, just take a breath of fresh air. We can literally do that and figuratively do that with our weather pattern here, just so quiet. This little disturbance looks like it's making a beeline to the Delaware Valley, doesn't it? We look ahead in future weather, though, and we'll take you into tonight and into tomorrow morning. Yeah, it looks like it's going to come right through Delaware, but at the last second, we think it's just going to make a little curve off to the southeast here. So unless you're down in through maybe some of the Maryland beaches, perhaps, if that's where your travels take you this weekend, you really should be in the clear, and everybody's got some nice weather to look ahead here to tomorrow. Sunday also looking good. Atmosphere starts to moisten up a little bit, but the humidity still shouldn't be all that bad for us on Sunday evening. And in the meantime, these dew points are nice and low. Remember the benchmark? 65 degrees for it to start to be noticeably humid. And everybody, even at the shore points, is now below that. You're at 58 degrees for a dew point, specifically in Philadelphia at the International Airport. So it's a great hair day. I always say that when you have these kinds of dew points because you don't have to deal with the frizz factor or the factor that just makes your hair fall flat. You know, it's just beautiful outside. Kutztown Area Middle School, couple of puffy light clouds, nothing more. Picturesque as can be here in our live neighborhood network, and a very modest breeze out of the northwest as temperatures are currently in the mid 70s. If you are headed to the shore today, man, you picked a good weekend. Sun and clouds with lower humidity today, high UV index, so have that sunblock ready to go. You know me, I'm going to bug you about that all summer long, but rip current risk is nice and low, so you'll be just fine. Always make sure you want to swim near.
Well, finally, a beautiful weekend. And some of us are spending it camping. So, yes, should be interesting.
Is this your maiden voyage up into the Poconos?
Should be
so
fun.
excited.
Great weather for it, right?
It looks beautiful. Anybody that stepped outside so far today can completely appreciate this.
Such a difference from even yesterday.
It really is. And even just the fact that, for one thing, you've got blue sky.
Oh, I know.
That's
that,
huge.
a breeze, lack of humidity.
Everything is working for us here, and it's going to continue right through the weekend. That's
go on.
Best
Keep
part.
talking.
I know.
Let's hear it.
I love giving you forecasts like this with the timing like this, too. I mean, the whole weekend looks phenomenal. And eventually, we're going to have to deal with some wet weather, but we get a nice little break. And frankly, a well-deserved break, if you ask me.
Agreed.
Exactly. So let's go ahead. So it's hot.
Right.
It's just not terribly oppressive. That humidity is not going to get you.
And no rain, right?
Exactly.
Up top. There we go.
High five.
Thanks, Katie.